guys, it's Melanie and welcome to my 2015 makeup collection series. These are my blushes. This is actually the video that I was kind of most dreading because my blush drawer has gotten a little bit out of control. I went from almost exclusively like hoarding eyeshadow palettes to, in the last couple of years, also really falling in love with blush for some reason. I don't know when that transition suddenly came about, but before I knew it, my blush collection was like, so when you guys see the second part of this video, you will see a lot of blush. I'm not going to be keeping all of this. There's a few things that I already know that I'm going to be getting rid of initially. And again, some other things that I'm going to have to try to see if I still really like. If I don't, I'm going to pass them along to my nieces after the products have been sanitized. So there's quite a bit of blush in this video, but frankly, once I spread it out on the floor, I was like, this isn't quite as bad as I thought it was going to be. That's probably not saying much. Because a normal person is going to look at this and go, what the F? Like, why do you have that much blush? It's a thing. Like, it's a problem. It's a problem I have hoarding certain things. And I am actually on a mission to stop doing that. One thing that I have found when going through these blushes is that I really tend to gravitate more towards my high-end blushes. I feel like if there are two things that you should spend good money on in terms of makeup, it is eyeshadow and blush, because I don't feel, at least in my personal view, that eyeshadows and blushes are done very well by a lot of the drugstore companies. That is obviously just my opinion, and there are exceptions to that rule. I've certainly found some good blushes and some good eyeshadows from the drugstore, but I feel like I tend to like the higher end versions of those two things a lot better. So again, my goal this year with anything that I purchase is more quality over quantity. So that is going to reduce the size of my hauls, which I'm okay with, but I feel like I'm going to get more products that I'm actually going to be apt to use on a much more regular basis that way. And also going through and pulling out things to wear on a weekly basis is really going to be, that's going to be awesome. Now, for those of you that are wondering if my beauty baskets are still happening, they are. But frankly, I want to get through this sort of initial purge. So I actually see my beauty basket videos starting at the beginning of February. So that will be a video that I will upload every single Sunday. And that will allow you guys to see what I'm pulling out for the current week. And it will be products that I may have not used in like 2 to 3 years. At the end of the week, I'm a Friday favorites and flops. I may either love some of those things and will be keeping them, or will be putting them into the purge pile to show you guys my initial spring purge, probably end of March. And then I will probably do another purge in fall, because it's going to take me a long time to go through a lot of these products. 2 months is not really enough time to use everything that I have. That's sad. So trying to change that. Anyway, let's get started with the blush collection. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope that this is useful and inspiring to you. So give me a thumbs up if you like this series, and I'll see you guys in the second part of the video. Bye. Alright guys, so here is the overview of all of my blushes. I went ahead and separated them out by brand as much as I could. Once I got them all spread out, it wasn't nearly as overwhelming as when they were all shoved into a drawer. So I actually didn't have quite as many blushes as I originally thought that I did have. Although, let's just be honest, this is more blush than any one person could go through in a lifetime. So, yeah, here we are. let's get started on this end. These are more of my palettes. So this is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Blush Palette. This has 3 blushes in it. Here's the Marsala Sephora and Pantone Universe palette. This is my Tarte Blush palette from last year. Sorry, the year before. And it has these beautiful colors in it. Here's the one from just this past year. So this was 2013. This is 2014. I love Tarte blushes, so when they come out with these every year, I have apparently been springing for them. So here we go. We have 2 of those. I have a very lovely Tarina Tarantino blush palette here that I actually use quite frequently and really enjoy. This was the Sephora and Pantone Universe blush palette from, it was the year when Coral was the color of the year. When was that? 2012? I don't think it was 2013. Yeah, I think it was 2012. So I honestly, frankly, can't remember. Don't quote me, but I love this. Okay, so these are my MAC blushes here. I obviously have some singles, colors like Melba, Mocha, Pinch O Peach, Cubic. In my Z palette here, I've got Cantaloupe. I think that's Harmony. I think that's Prism. Don't know what that is. That's Breath of Plum. No clue. No clue. And this is actually an Estee Lauder single or like ombre blush. I'm not even gonna try to pry that out of there. Well, here, let me try one more time. Because I think, does it say on the, nope, it doesn't even say on the back. Anyway, it's an Estee Lauder single that I got from All Cosmetics Wholesale. I really liked these when these came out, but never picked one up. This is the really pretty, like, peachy ombre one, and I think I was able to get it. It was a tester, but it was new, obviously. I got that off of All Cosmetics Wholesale, I think for, like, under $10, so that's beautiful. Anyway, Z palette, love the Z palette. I am no longer depotting things because I've broken some makeup that way, and that's just not something I'm in the mood for because that just stresses me out. Okay, I have 3 hard candy blushes here that really to me are more like highlighters. They're extremely shimmery. These were my favorite blushes from L'Oreal from the drugstore back in the day. These are long discontinued. These are the L'Oreal Feel Natural light softening blushes. I have obviously a few colors here. I have Charmed Peach. I have Rustica. And I will open one of these to show you guys. I have Pinched Peach. Pinched Pink. Sorry, Pinched Pink. This is Marvelous. This is my favorite. I'll show you guys this one. These were just so lovely. They were jet milled, so they're extremely smooth, just stunning, stunning blushes. So sad they did away with these. This is another Marvelous. I had a backup of that guy. And then the last one is Au Naturel. So anyway, clearly I had a thing for these. I have a few NYX blushes here, just a small sampling. I have Natural. This one's Peach, which is actually pink. I think this one is called Pinched. What does that say? Mauve. Silky Rose. These are great. If you are on a budget, these NYX blushes are really fantastic. Good pigmentation. They wear a long time. Just really, really great for the money. Okay, I have some Lorac blushes here. Frankly, there are 3 of these that are the same. So these are my 2 backups of this color right here, which is Rose. This is my all-time favorite color from Lorac and really like ever. It's just a beautiful neutral color. So they discontinued these, so I'm glad that I have 2 of my backups here. This is Peach. This is Soul. This is Plum. And this is Rendezvous. And then these are actually cheek stamps. These are weird. They basically Here, let me see if I can do this. So it's like a stamp. Blush is obviously down in there, and then you just stamp this on your cheeks and then blend it out with your blush brush. I kind of wish I wouldn't have bought these. I mean, they're not terrible, but it's just kind of an awkward way to apply your blush. So anyway, there's 2 of those there. And then I do have one Lorac Baked Matte Satin Blush in Velvet Rope. This is probably my favorite from this satin blush collection here. All right, sorry, I'm gonna have to like scoot over here a little bit. So those are the Loracs. These are mineral blushes, so obviously the vast majority are bare minerals. There is one Everyday Minerals blush in here. This is really pretty. This is called Timeshare. It's just a pretty plum. So yeah, just various really pretty blushes, but again, messy because they're loose. These came in different like holiday packs and stuff, these smaller guys here. I have one sleek blush in the color Sunrise. This is really pretty. These 2 are the Wet n Wild blushes, which frankly were a YouTube inspired purchase and I've never used, although they are amazing. So if you're on a budget. I've got Pearlescent Pink and Heather Silk, both very pretty. I have one L'Oreal True Match blush there. I have 3 Essence blushes. One of them is from the Cookies and Cream collection. That one's stunning. 2 Ofra blushes, 2 Kat Von D sample blushes, 4 Becca blushes. The ones that I have from Becca are Songbird, Wild Honey, Sweet Pea, and Wisp. Boxed blush in Urbana. That just reminded me I forgot to grab something. Lise Wattier blush, Marcel. Both of these are from my friend Stephanie. Here's some Milani. I really like these Milani blushes. I think they're great if you can find them. I think these rose ones are actually now permanent, so if you want them, they're available. There's a fair amount of Physicians Formula. There's a couple of Jordana. There's some Cargo blushes here. I actually have more Cargo blushes in some of my eyeshadow palettes that I've already shown, so you can see those if you refer back to that video. This is a baked blush from the Body Shop. Here's a Too Faced Duo. I believe this is a duo. I think it's a blush and a bronzer. Yeah. I never use this. 2 Korres blushes. 2 Laura Geller baked blushes. These are great, but they're extremely shimmery, so I have to be careful with them. This was a smaller, like, free sample size. I do have a few Smashbox items here. So some of their blush rushes, and then also the Soft Lights blushes. And what I forgot to show you guys, let me just grab it up here, because this is an important one. Well, there's a Bath & Body Works coupon. The Cheeky Sweet Spot from Benefit. This was a big deal because it has a lot of the Benefit boxed blushes, except in a slightly smaller size, and cute little tin obviously here, so that belongs over here with those guys. So folks, that's the blush collection. There are going to be a few things that I will be pulling from here right away, and some other things that I really need to try out to see again if they are still a good fit for me, or if I enjoy wearing them. If I don't, those will be the items that will get sanitized and then put into a bag for my nieces. So anyway, there's my blush collection, folks. No one should ever accumulate this much blush, but I feel like blush is sort of my vice along with eyeshadow. Some people really love lipsticks. I really love eyeshadows and blushes. Those are my 2 big things. So anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let me know if you have any questions down below, and I'll see you guys in my next video, which should hopefully be my face products. And then we still also have the highlighters and bronzers, as well as the lips to go through in my collection, the lip products. So a couple more videos to come. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're enjoying this series, definitely give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.